Jihad Mosaic contemplates the day ahead. This once busy taxi driver now spends most of his time waiting. He's been a driver for 7 years, he tells me, but since the country's increasing fuel crisis, just filling the tank can take up half his day.
Sometimes we'll wait like 2 hours or 3 hours, and when we arrive to the station, they said there's no gas.
Last year's port explosion destroyed many of Beirut's gas stations. Many others have been forced to close because they simply don't have any fuel to sell. The few that have it often have to ration to accommodate the never-ending queues. Meanwhile, a partial lifting of fuel subsidies has seen the cost of petrol nearly double in recent weeks.
Simple daily tasks are now much harder here in Lebanon. We've been pretty lucky today. Jad arrived early and the wait's only been around about an hour. But even since we've been here, the line continues to grow and grow, and so too does the wait. By the afternoon, 1 hour quickly turns into 3 or 4.
Back home, the wait continues. Power has been out for hours and the generators, which also rely on fuel, can barely run the basic appliances. It's hurdles like these that make the family think of a better life outside of Lebanon.
My son next year will be in the university. I told him, choose something you can work outside Lebanon. Choose the major, you can use it outside, not Lebanon.
A choice many are now facing as finding work at home becomes nearly impossible. For others, even having a job is no longer cost-effective. Jihad's wife Haneen was forced to quit hers after record-breaking inflation meant the cost of getting there was higher than her salary.
She used to work as a nurse. She worked like 7 years in the hospital, but now she quit and came back home.
Haneen's experience is shared by many women in the country who've been particularly hard hit by Lebanon's economic crisis. The UN estimates that as many as 100,000 have been forced to leave their jobs since the crisis began. With the workday now over, Jihad may be running on empty, but his determination is all the fuel he needs.